Hello everybody, Kane here and welcome to another video of Art of Conquest. In this one we have a couple of new events that appeared earlier today. I was actually surprised at what they have provided. So first things first, we're gonna talk about the Magic Mine and after that about the Firework competition. So I was lucky to get a purple square in the middle. Lucky because one of the main rewards actually require all of the three purple ones, which can give a decent amount of the Divine Relic shards as well as a +6. And do you see the amount of pure stones that you're actually able to get? I mean, of course, you get a ton of anima, but the pure stones are actually pretty friggin' crazy. So, with this particular event, and like the amount of attempts that you can have in this one particular event are giving you so much resources to redo your anima or repurify or I mean even upgrade it, to the point that people who have made bad choices or were incredibly unlucky, they will be able to catch up or redo their stuff to then be pretty goddamn good. And I mean, it doesn't take a lot of money to actually get a tens, or like, how can I put it? A lot of money for those who are already spending. You get one pickaxe for every $3 you spend. So to get, for example, even half of these, or rather up to 26, you only need like $54, I think. And then you're gonna get like an additional 18 or 17 tries or something like that, which is still quite a lot considering the amount of materials you get in terms of like pure stones and other stuff, as well as the amount of prizes that you may get, could actually be incredibly good. Now you have to remember that you're not spending those materials inside, or rather that money inside of the event. This event is just side rewards. So you would be able to buy stuff from, say, this particular bundle. You would be able to buy from these bundles, etc. However, I would not suggest any of these bundles right now. All of them are bad. So the only thing that I may suggest for you to do, if you have like double Inari, and of course you have a particular event buffing it, like an event might appear maybe at the next reset or even the next after that. So if you don't have good packs and you're very picky about what you want to spend on, you might as well just wait until the last day and then of course see what options you actually have. So those are a few nuances which might be better for you, but none of the current packs are that good to spend money on, unless of course like this one scales up through the roof, then perhaps, but I really don't know. Honestly, a lot of people are not making good decisions in Covenant, and you know, that is what they want for the spenders, the Krakens, the whales to change. So for example, the Frontline Covenant. Currently, I have these stats: reduced damage taken 81.3%, and of course, reduced magic damage taken 69.5%. So if you add these two together, that's about 151% magic resistance just from this one feature. Alongside 81 and 25, that's 106, I think, percent physical resistance just from one feature as well. Now I do have evade chance and healing efficacy when receiving. So if I am lucky eventually and reduce or remove these two and add reduce physical resistance, or rather reduce physical damage taken, this number would jump by like, I don't know, 25 to 30%. So actually it would like be an incredible amount of resistances that I can get from here. Now do keep in mind, all of my pieces are still level 35 non-awakened. I mean, this one is level 45. I think all of them are level 45, yeah. However, none of them are awakened. So when I awaken that stuff, all of these, like, do you see how much stats I have? Well, this one is not good. This was the fourth reward or fourth stat. But you see how many stats I have. This is like close to perfect. This one literally friggin' full magic resistance. I don't even know how I hit it, but I might really want to redo them because my god, these percentages are so low. 26 is the maximum and like 14 is the minimum. But this is not the priority right now. Priority for me would be removing this one and getting some sort of a resistance. But yeah, this is how the front line should look like, strictly based on resistance. Now, in terms of archers, there is also another thing to talk about here. So, when you increase your physical damage dealt, you're pretty much locking yourself to always using, or rather always benefiting one type of archer. So that would be human archers, Rakan archers, Sylvani archers can use both of them, I think, I'm not sure, and of course like dwarf deadeyes. However, if you would go for attack speed and crit damage like a lot of people do, you would be able to go for pretty much anything. You can go for the same human archers, Rakan archers, dwarf snipers, Sylvani archers. Then you can even try out the Sylvani mushrooms. You could try out, I do believe, lit spiders because they also use attack speed and all that kind of stuff. A lot more choices open up. So if I would spend money and get the pure stones, I would actually spend on something that would get me a ton of pure stones to redo my covenant for something that I would want to use or like using. Because I want to try out spiders, but my spiders are too weak due to the covenant stats. Because I think I have like 4 attack speed spiders, and if I had like 6 attack speed, my god, they would be pumping those little babies like I don't even know what, man. It would be friggin' crazy. Like 20 seconds, more than half of the field would be filled with spiders or something like that. But yeah, that is what I kind of would want to do and try out eventually. So this is what mistakes quite a lot of people make, probably myself included in terms of the archers, because I locked myself into one specific type rather. And if I would want to try out something else, it would not really benefit me. And now we got Firework competition. So this one, you have to manage your time correctly. And by what I mean, you have to go for the Fireworks lit 30. So you should not do something like me and go for the biggest one straight up, because I was pretty much stupid. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. when I randomly woke up. And I just wanted to sleep more, and after I woke up again, I was like, well, fuck, this is gonna finish at friggin' 2 or 3 a.m. again. And that's gonna be an issue, cause I only lit up 12 out of 30. So if I'm gonna do one at a time, it's like from 0 to from 1 to like 5 lit boxes or fireworks, and probably I might not even get that 30. So don't do that mistake like I did. First, guarantee this reward, and then of course go for something big. So that's my like tip in terms of this event. Aside from that, you have to keep in mind that this particular event says Lenari sets and limited deal bundles. So if you would spend money on this, I'm not entirely sure if this counts as a bundle. So if you don't ask around or whatever, you have to start from the basic one. But if you ask around and people tell you, then you can put the blame on them. What else can you do? But I'm not sure if it's even worth it that much to actually spend on this one. The only thing that you can really get is potential potions. But then, of course, it really depends how much you need it, how good it might give it to your field. But for some reason, I think that this is just basic resources that will eventually become a little bit easier to get. Like, they don't have any special reward that would really make a difference. Like, this reward is for like a few $100 at the very minimum. So I don't think it's really that good to spend on basic resources. Now, again, this one, scale them across the roof, but at the same time, you're getting some special stuff with a decent amount, which eventually can turn into more buffs and stuff like that. And this one can actually fix accounts for a few people. Potential doesn't have that whole fixing thing, because you can reset whenever you want to. You cannot reset Purifier Anima as easy, rather. So yeah, it's a little bit of a doozy if you want to spend money, because they don't really have anything special in here. It's just potential potions. Now, I'm not saying potential is a bad feature or whatever. I think you only need a very limited few potentials to actually unlock your entire field, and anything else is just like a side buff, a side thing that might just make your field a little bit better. And even spending like 25, $50 on something else might be a lot better than spending $100 on here, and maybe making one hero from potential 0 to 70. And yes, I think the amount is that you'd spend like $100 to get one hero to 70 or close to 70. It really depends, because you get almost 13 days. This is, I think, 23 hours. So 23 hours would be close to, I think, 270 to 280,000 potential potions. Then you're gonna get a few from here, I think. So it's close to 70. I think it's not full 70, but close to 70. But it's a lot of money. And if this doesn't count, then it might not even be worth it to go for it. So these are the things that I don't know, wanted to suggest for people to do or not do. Now, do keep in mind, again, you have to wait for some good packs to come out if you really want to get the best bang for your buck in this event and redo your gears. Don't just instantly, hey, I love this, I see this, boom, you just, throw money like there's no tomorrow. Always wait for the best bang for your buck. In this game, the developers are known to throw candy at you if they already give you a good event. So for example, if you see this event and you spend money, tomorrow a new pack might come out which actually would have been insane. So if you just throw money at the event instantly, or Linari instantly, you might miss out on any other potential good stuff coming out. So always on events like these, try to wait until the second or third day to not miss out on a ton of stuff. Like, really, that is what I would suggest for a ton of people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I was pretty surprised, and we're gonna see what the next few days will bring. Hopefully this was useful to you, and if it was, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Well, as if you would wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. Well, as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really, really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe out there.